Hi and welcome everyone. It's Brian with Captain Savage Aquatics. Sorry about that. I had to shut my phone off. It started buffering really badly. Yep. My phone started buffering really badly. It was overheating. That's why the stream started lagging really bad. So hopefully everyone will jump over here and see this. And of course, I haven't added anything. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to adjust the water temperature. Nisi never, yeah. Going to share again. Thank you. So how you been, Jimmy? Now that I can actually sit at my computer and watch, because I can just look behind me and see how full the tank is. Bad thing is I probably almost did a bad thing. Almost cracked the brand new Fluval heater that I had for that tank. I totally forgot to unplug the damn thing because I wasn't paying attention. Luckily, no breaks and cracks, probably because it was brand new. Oh, you know what it has? It has the overheating protection. So if it's out of water, it'll automatically shut it off if it hits a certain temperature. For goofballs like me. All right. Just trying to get this water like perfect. There we go. Here, I'm gonna put my damn belt back on. Be back in a second. Ollie's calling it quits for the night. I'll be back on stream in a second, guys. Just put my belt on. You don't need to see my fat belly. Now, one thing I do want to do is squeeze this. I grab this. There it is. I'm just going to fill up this with some of this over amount of water that I have in this thing. Wow, that's way too cold. I'm just letting hot water trickle in this right now. This is work related, plus my salary paid boss works 20 to 25 hours a week. Take that, boss lady. Haha, that's funny. Sorry, I'm not trying to do the plumber's crack type of thing again. What's up, V-Stag? If you're in the other stream, bud, sorry about that. My phone was overheating. That's why the buffering started like crazy. Let's see. I know my koi don't mind the water change. They like colder water, but see how hot this is. Get this down here. Actually, this tank's really, really cold right now. Temperature's starting to come up. I'm just pumping straight hot water in there right now. Say that. What did everyone go to Charles's stream? Probably. Looks like the stream's going all right. Helps when you hardwired in. Oh shit. Me being a dummy again. That's the third time. The nerdy fish, what's up? It's the third time I've overflown that little 5-gallon bucket. Can't win today. You know what? Let me see. Come on, baby. I know you want to pump this water out. Not that way, though. Son of a bitch. Yeah, let's try not to. There we go. Trying to do everything one-handed. Obviously doesn't work well, guys. Son of a bitch. Sure, it doesn't matter. There you go. This love draining water right onto my floor. Just need to put about a gallon back into this thing, maybe 2. And then the rest I'm going to dump in there. Let's see, what is everyone saying? Nisi V Stag, what's up? Abel Shaw, hi. It's cool doing water changes. Apparently my bathroom has a leak and flooded my sister's bathroom below. My son now and I have to do, can't do. That stinks, not a nerdy fish. Sounds like me working on my tanks. That's the third time I've overflowed this 5-gallon pail. Third time. I guess the third time's the charm, right? It's gonna reach. Nope. It's okay. I don't need it to reach. I just need to something like this. Oh, actually, I don't want to dump that water in there. There we go. So that's, I know what I was doing. Sorry, don't mean to. Hey, Amon's Aquarium. Did that butt focus? Yeah. Sorry about that. That was my back. So, of course, that tank will shut off. Give me a second. I'm keeping all the lights on in my tanks, guys. Yeah. All right, now that I got the temperature back down. Fair enough. So what I was going to use this bucket for, guys. Who's controlling the camera? Not me. I have the camera set on to follow my face. So if I start moving around, it's going to focus in on things it shouldn't focus in on, such as my ass. All right. Don't mind that, guys. I just want to get this down. So I had this up off the floor because the floor was soaking wet. All right. Now, my mission, should I choose to mess up my place even more, is to put this shit back under there. This over here. And I'm going to actually squeeze out this filter. This isn't the most flattering t-shirt to be wearing either. I kind of am a little conscientious of how pudgy and fat I am, but it is what it is. And you guys, ask Sergeant Tank how his depression, if he put it on any weight when he gets into a depressive mood. If he eats and eats and eats. All right, so my big thing I gotta do is take this out of here. Now let me show you something real quick. Now, another flattering shot of my butt. Now, if you can see all this black? That's from me squeezing out my filters into my 125. Now, these are two pinky filters double stacked. So, it actually made it through. That's probably why my TDS went up, because I squeezed out all my sponge filters into this 125. That's probably why I jumped up to over 1,000 TDS. So let's see. From what I've heard, is you can just squeeze these things out. Look at this. I would say that's pretty well dirty, and that's only from the last week of me just squeezing sponges out. That's about all I did, and a little bit of topping off the water changes. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze these two things out in this 5-gallon pail. That turned the water black, just alone in this pinky filter. But at the same time, I just don't want to get rid of this stuff. because I heard you can just squeeze this stuff out, rinse it, and it's good for another few days. I wish I had my camera. This water that's turned black. That's awesome. All right, so I got some Java moss here. I'll throw that in that tank. Nice ass, Brian. Thank you. I appreciate that. Island Queen. That's funny. So let's see. That used to be black. It's kind of cleaning up a little bit, but I need to get some more water, actually. I just might put 2 new pieces in. Look at that. Pretty black. You should see the water. Here, you know what I'll do? Throw that over there. Squeeze this one out. You should see all the duckweed that's in this water. It's a problem with having a sump. It's not too bad. I think I got the bulk of the big stuff off. As you can see all the holes on here? That's where I punched that many holes in there. I knew this thing was overclogging because this tray, if you can see, these are all 1/4 inch holes, maybe 3/8 inch holes. They're not perfect. I got some cracks in here. I didn't do any on this lip, but the other ones I did on the lip. You shouldn't do the lip. So these are, I would say these are all 1/4 inch holes, and there's got to be a couple hundred in here, or at least 100, maybe more. So I don't know. I'm gonna just put this pinky filter back in here and squeeze out the other one. So this was the bottom one, so I'll move this to the top, and I'm gonna run it another week because this has been running 2 weeks on these pinky filters. So let's see. This is the original top one. That's how much stuff was in my sponges. I don't know. What do you guys think? Captain Savage smiling. I got plenty of pinky filter. It says I've heard from Sergeant Savage, or no, yeah, not Sergeant Savage, Sergeant Tanks, that these you literally can rinse, and Jimmy can do it. Now, this thing's kind of falling apart. I might just junk this and cut a whole new piece and leave this because this will have some beneficial bacteria as my top one and put a clean new one. You know what? I'll throw that in the sump. What the hell went on? I'll squeeze it out in the sump and destroy my main tank. So, where is the filter floss? Now I gotta wash this tank because it's almost at that right height for me. So this is how big the roll is, and I cut off like, I want to say 20-something inches at least. Just putting up. You know what? I'm gonna run it with one and see how dirty it gets. Actually, no, here's my. I'm gonna stop being lazy and actually let's do this. Yes, I know, I'm not really measuring. It does work good, but my downfall is I should have cleaned these pinky filters out as I squeezed the sponge filters out. That's the only reason why they're this dirty. Oh, that's a little big, but that's okay. There we go. So that's what the clean one looks like, right? So you can see when I use that, actually I want to use that as the bottom. The pink side's down because that's the finer filter. This white mesh is more for the top. So there we go. So far, I like the pinky filter. I've had no complaints with it. Just that I didn't cut that one perfect to be the size. Come on, baby. All right, that's enough water in this tank. Back to drying the 55. And I guess I might just leave the tents for tomorrow. Guys. Yeah, nothing like that. Let's see. Yep. So I'm just going to leave that floss down below. I'm going to get this tank running again. So let's see. Is it going to zoom in on my ass again? All right. That pump is going. So let's do this. I just got to be careful because that's a 1-inch drain. This is only a 3/4 inch pipe feeding this, so I got to kind of balance it between the two. Let me see if I can't show you this black water. That's what I squeezed out of that, and I probably could squeeze it like 2 or 3 more times for the pinky cross. See how quickly that tank drains that? And my question is, why is that not draining? Give me 1 second. Come on. I'm just waiting for my overflow to pipe in and start doing the work it's supposed to do. There we go. Now the overflows. We'll catch up here in a second. It's just got to feed whatever little air got into the overflow out. So what I got is a 1-inch pipe that takes all the return water. There we go. Now the overflow starting to pick up its speed. Hit that like button, everyone. Yeah. Frank Morris says, I like to use the The white 100% polyester filter wool works great. Yeah, it does. I liked it too till I was using so much of it. One of the little small bags would only last me like a week or two. Glad you got a close up. Yep. Oh, help if I actually pointed this camera down so you guys could see me. So all I'm doing is trying to let this overflow restart. It's just trickling right now. And I gotta be careful because I want to make sure. I'm only gonna drain for like half the water out of this tank and then refill. And then I'll do it again tomorrow out of the 55. Even though I want to drain it completely, it's a pain in the butt to get that MagnaFlow restart it. This is the thing I worried about, is shutting off my overflow for that long. Because the air that's trapped in there, nothing's 100% airtight, even with, you know, what is it? What do you want to call it? Cementing all the joints and everything. Still, air leaks out. It finds a way. So it'll break the suction. Queens already did. I'm cooking a pork roast for dinner. The house smells so good. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Send some my way. DPK says I use bed padding, 100% polyester. I use the Pinky Floss too. I don't know, DPK. If I remember correctly, Pinky Floss is the one that you can literally rinse clean under the sink if you don't mind killing the beneficial bacteria, and that's re-putting it back in, right? I don't know. I still got a huge roll of it, so I'm happy with it. Considering I squeezed out like every single sponge. So let's see. Come on. Let's get started. And this is where I'm probably going to sabotage myself. Come on, baby. There we go. Take that strainer off. Sometimes I have to do that because it's so simple. Don't do this at home, folks. Sometimes this thing doesn't work properly for me and I haven't figured out what's going on. There we go. Yeah. Cool. Now I have to be careful because this sump will fill up in about 3 to 5 seconds. There it goes right there. Get that water flowing. Now my main thing is I want to make sure I don't overflow this thing. There we go. There. And of course it straight suck the water. There we go. Now that sump's working perfectly. The tanks aren't bad. And of course now this is doing a belly shot on me. They don't look bad at all. That tank is mighty cold. Come on, get me an accurate reading. Now, the one thing I got to make sure is this thing does not overflow the sides. That's how my stuff, and that's looks like it's running right where I want it to run. Yep, keep collecting data on each water change. That's right. Now, what I do is I do my TDS before the water change, and then I do the TDS after the water change, which is good so you know how much total dissolved solids you took off or took out of the tank. Now, like I said, I got stuff. I'd say that's about 30% of what was in there because I needed to top off the 55. Then I'll wait till that drops a little bit more. Of course, I'm soaked. This to give you an idea while that's draining. All right, this TDS, where's my book? I had to write it down in the book because I didn't want to keep running back and forth. All right, let me do this. I'll share the screen where I show you guys what I'm doing. All right, that's enough. Now let's reverse that. Sorry if I just kind of trailed off. I'm looking for my book and stuff. Oh, it's right in front of my face. Right near the 55. Just to make sure this is. What I always do is I always rinse off all the sides too for the duckweed. Duckweed is my friend in my tanks when I get really lazy. Especially when I'm having my moments. So I'll just put that right there. I want to keep an eye on the temp. So let's take this. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, I got 1, 2. I got 3 hyphen plecos, and then I got a bunch of rubber lip plecos in here. As far as I know, there's still 3. 2 males, 1 female. Or I mean, 2 females, 1 male. I'll have to check them again when they come out at night. I got a big hyphen in there. It's actually laying down there. I'm gonna turn the water up again. So let me write these numbers down. I'll share the screen with you guys real quick. Let's get that open. Minimize that. Share the screen. Let's do the share screen too. Share. So what I do is, all right, so the male beta tank, I don't know, let's go to the P puffer. That was, I just gotta watch this tank pretty careful. All right, not too cold. So let's see, left was at 1100. So let's see, female, male. You guys can see that. Your local water is 600 plus TDS. That's bad. I wouldn't even drink that water. Not unless you get a whole house filter. Okay, so the male beta tank was at 1100. Let's see, today is 5/3. Sorry if this is mundane. 1100, this is how bad it was, right? After water change, it's 890. Well, 91 is fine, close enough. I'll do another water change tomorrow. That's good. It's still in the parameters I want. Hold on, I gotta measure that again. Be right back, guys. I'm messing with myself now. Once I find where I put the TDS meter. Hopefully it didn't fall in the tank. Oh, there it is. So the left 10 gallon was 1100. Had my numbers backwards. Don't distilling high TDS water improve water quality. Distilling, doesn't that take a lot of things out? Hold on a sec. I wrote the wrong numbers down. So this was 800 before. Now it's 498. So that's a lot better. Give me 1 second. P puffer. This was 5.3. That was 1161. When it's done, it's 898. So that I have to come down a lot in. Female beta tank. So I haven't checked that yet. You can see the last time I did a water change was on the 21st. So it's been a couple of weeks. Let's see what this TDS is now. So 498, I'll do another water change to that tomorrow. The P puffer tank, I'll definitely do another 50% water change to that tomorrow. That tote, where was the tote? The tote was 898. Don't do what I do. Like I said, it's been a rough time. This is what not to do. And I'm not being lying with my numbers. So 898. So 898 in the tote, and let's see where that comes. 250. So on that tote, that was huge, but I almost did 100% water change on that tank. So that's good. I'll leave that tote alone for a week because I want that TDS to be kind of high just in case. Because once I move those Oscars into this big 125, things are going to change. All right. I gotta slow that water down because it's starting to get to that height I don't like it at. I never want to overdo it. Oh, let's see. So 898, the 125. I haven't checked the water on the 125 yet, but this is where it gets really bad. So 5317. So this was the 125 was at 1210. That's because I squeezed out all my sponges in it last night. The water was instantly gray, and then within a half hour it was perfectly clear like this, but then my pinky filters were clogged. So let's see. Red number. $55, 53, 17, 55. That was 1106. So you guys can see 421 till now is what? It was 30 days in April. So that's 9. Today's the 3rd. So for just about 2 weeks, it's horrible. It's an hour away. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just curious because this water's been filling for a while. What this tank's at now. I take readings from 2 different spots on this tank and try to do an average of 770. Or I'm going to say that's 775. Roughly. Just a quick average, so that's red. Sorry if this is boring. I'm not sure. I'm working on getting answers. What's your question, Frank? Did I miss? Oh. Shimmy says I got a date with a cheeseburger tonight. Oh, you are getting more answers on your water quality. That's cool. All right, so my 55 is almost done. Let's see, did I enter? The male beta, the P puffer, female beta died, unfortunately. I think that's because my TDS went off the wall. But I did squeeze that sponge out last night. So let's see. Left 1100. This is what happens, folks, when you don't do water changes for like 2 weeks. And a highly populated tank with guppies and everything. Rate was 568. So this one, 53, 568. The only reason why that tank, my grow tank stayed so light because the amount of plants I kept in there. So that's yellow. I consider that yellow. Dangerous level. It's starting to get dangerous. I try to keep that right around 350 for the shrimp that are in there. All right, that's high enough for water. Woohoo. All right, break time. Time to drink some beer, guys. I noticed when you let City World run for 5 minutes, it smells less chlorine from it. Yeah. She's from Wendy's. I hope she kicks it up a notch. It's not boring. The hot date. Okay. So let me close this out. I'm just making sure I added all the numbers. 55, 775. Oh, I got to do a test of this water and see where it's at. Now, I did not clean the sump out, so... $7.95. I bet if I took that pinky floss out that was dirty, that it ruined my sump, it would drop a lot. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm just going to get rid of it. There we go. It's out of there. And of course, I just made the tank look like shit. Or that sump look like crap. How was that in there? Take that out of there too. There we go. Cool. All right, so that's done. I'll clean that tomorrow. All right, back to this. Let's see. It's not boring. It's same as older house or apartment cause a slight increase in TDS due to degrading plumbing. Can suck up more minerals to refine crack in any pipes. Yeah, you know what's kind of funny? Coming out of the tap, I've tested it. I should test it again today. Let me actually go test that right now. When I last checked the TDS coming out of my water, it was 8. But of course, the city's on complete well water, so. But they do chlorinate during the summer, so. Just to be safe. All right. So let's see. So my TDS coming out of the tap now, since it's warming up, it is 38 instead of being 8. So I think the winter really affected it now that everything's starting to move again. So let me open up that spreadsheet again, because I like to keep track of the TDS of the water. Tank maintenance. All right, so city water 5, 3, 17, 30 TDS. And I checked the other one as 4. I think I want to say 4, 8, 17. And it was 8. Okay. Oh. That's why in the summer you see more fungus problem in fish and excessive mucus. That's why in the summer you see more fungus problem in fish and excessive mucus and slime coat in the fish in the water. Winter too. That's cool. What's up, Matt? How you doing? Let's see. Did I miss any questions? Sorry, the stream's kind of boring, but it is what it is. Let me check this TDS now, since I stopped filling this thing up. Went down a few more on the 55. So 735 now. So it dropped another 40 parts per million. So that's not bad. Cool. So more water changes due tomorrow. Have my guppies been dropping fry? They were dropping them in the female beta tank like crazy. Not so much in the other two. I'll do water changes to that a little later. It's almost 8:45 already. Wow. Give me a second. So they were dropping it in the other one where there's a lot of Anubias. The water would look clearer. Pretty much I took all the pregnant fat females. I was just letting them drop and pulling all the males out as I saw them. Stop. You don't need to go out. You've been out like 3 times. Back off. So, yeah, I mean, I guess I should do water changes to those. I'm just afraid with the shrimp. I don't want to stress the shrimp out. Any specific color? I like the, what do you want to call it? The snakeskin color looking ones. I don't know. They were all this assorted fancy guppies, so they're making their kind of own strains. The color I'm looking for is like the blue ones with the like kind of black and orange, and this the kind of multicolored snakeskin ones. It's the coolest ones I've seen so far. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 20% or 10% this every day this week, because I don't want to kill. Because I know shrimp don't like you messing with the water. And as it is, I stressed all the shrimp out when I moved those plants today. So I want to be very careful. Maybe I'll change that water tomorrow. I don't know. I've kind of lost all my oomph. Yeah, my landlord pays for water. Yeah, that's my thing is I'm since I don't have a specific like strain, like you know how you got the what is it, the black Moscows and whatever colors. Since I didn't get a specific strain from someone like off of Aquabit or someone like that, really reputable or even guppy strain, I don't want to sell them as a black Moscow, knowing they came from a assorted guppy tank, even if they end up being like black Moscows. I'm just using that as an example. And things like that. I'm not going to sell them as assorted guppies. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking is I've done it where I used to, when I had red cherry shrimp in a fancy guppy tank before when I was staying with my parents while I was going through college. I used to do water changes of 50 to 60% every week. And I know, you know, the population really didn't grow, but it really didn't die off either. Because I had so much Java moss and stuff for them to feed off of and stuff like that. No, he doesn't mind all the tanks. Obviously, I told him we're gonna have to have a fight about the carpet that's on the floor when I do go to move out, because all it is carpet over linoleum, white linoleum tile, like that speckled white and black and linoleum tile, you know, the old stuff. So I crossed some of my endless with my orange snake. Yeah, see, I'd be curious what colors you guys or what kinds you think my guppies are. I mean, if you look back earlier in the video when I was using Camerify, the first you know, water change part of the Wednesday, I did show off the males. Now I haven't moved any males recently, so I got to go through the tanks and check them. That's cool. Yeah. So I got to check those and see what's going on. Maybe people can ID them and be like, yeah, that's a snake skin. That's this. I know I can just go online and look at them, look for them, but I don't know. I want people's opinions that have been writing guppies for a while, what they think they look like closest to. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, this one looks like a snake skin, but it did come from an assorted guppy mix. So I can't be 100% if it's that particular strain. All right, give me a second, guys. I am going to, I guess, do a quick water change on those two tanks. Let's see. But I'm hoping my pink guppy breed with my orange snake skin. See, I got some orange snake skins where they got the cool coloring. I'll have to take some pictures and upload them to Facebook or to my Instagram or whatever. Actually, I have them right on my computer. I probably have some of them right now. Let me check real quick. Let's see, check the desktop. What's up, KG? How you doing? Do I even have a description? No, probably not. Nope. It looks like the stream was... I'm good. I'm good. Can you guys give me a minute? My dog obviously needs to go out and pee. Otherwise, I can cut the stream here and start one with the proper things and start it at, like, say 9:30 or something. Pat, we are looking up Captain Savage guppies. Yeah, hold on. Let me check. Open. Oh,
Brian from Brian's.
Oh, that's a movie. Let me go to pictures. Videos. Kind of funny. I have fish pics, but no actual pictures in there. Those two. I don't have any pics. What I can do is I can snap some photos of my stuff, but if you go into part 1, I show the water change Wednesday. The previous one that shows camera phi down probably in the lower right or upper right, I can't remember. There, I showed that tank off with a different thing. KG Cichlid says, I just got 5 fancy guppies yesterday, some bushy plants as well for the fry to hide in. Yeah, I got to get a specimen container, but just like anything, you got to have money to do certain things. So, Yep. Actually, with this phone right here, this cell phone, it's got a pretty quick aperture, or to take pictures. And if I just do burst shots, it'll take 10 photos at a time, and I just keep hitting it, and I can get, like, you know what I mean? It'll take, I think, up to 8 photos per second. So I can, off with this, go nuts in there. So give me a second. Let me go take some pictures of that tank. Auto mode. Snap. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. Auto. Give me a second. Yeah, I got a lot more fry than that, but All right, I'll take some pictures of those later. Just realized I didn't bell you. Considered yourself belled. Thanks, KG. Yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do. I actually got right here, too. I could use this round beta thing, but there is some scratches and cracks in the thing, fortunately. Probably won't get the best photo of it. But I haven't been getting that many fry, probably because my TDS is enormously high in those tanks. I do have fry in the other tank that haven't been completely eaten yet. So plenty of coverage. So I'll pick up, yeah, I'll probably use the beta one. Try to just get the best shot. I'll take some pictures of them because if I sit back, this camera will zoom in by, I think, up to 10 times. If I can sit back on the bed and this not move near the tank, they'll actually slow down and sit still and do it that way. With a bright light on top, you got better details. Yeah, I can turn the light on this. I can go into manual. But unfortunately, what's up, Mr. Science? Yeah, great. You too. I don't mean to do this, guys, but my doggy wants to go outside, so I'm going to take her out real quick. If you want to chill, chill. Otherwise, I can stop the stream and come back in like 15, 20 minutes or so. And or say 9:15, 9:30, I could start a new stream. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think? Do you mind waiting, or do you want me to just come back and start streaming again? Do a whole new stream. Let's watch an ad. I think I can do that. Let me go to the control room though. Open a new window for the live chat. Let me put that over here. No. Go ahead, Mr. Science Geek. You go live at 9. That'll actually work perfect. I'll stop my stream right now. And just chill. And I can watch. I would rather do that. Watch someone else's stream, and I can do a water change on my 2 other 10 gallons at my own speed. Because I made a lot of wet spots in my little fish room today, if you want to call it my fish room / living room. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for watching. For anyone that's just going to catch the stream or this as an afterthought, please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't subbed. If you didn't like this stream, please let me know why so I can do better on the next one. Yeah, and I need a better refill. That's right, KG. So take it easy. Thank you for stopping in, everyone. I appreciate all your time. Thank you to all the mods. I appreciate it. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to drop it on you, Mr. Science Geek. If you want to start a stream, I'd rather know it. I've been streaming, since, I don't know, for at least a few hours between the 2 streams. So I can always start back up at around 10 or 11 o'clock tonight, too. So, all right. Take it easy, guys. I appreciate you watching. Mr. Science Geek, you want to throw your link into your channel? Rick? My doggy's going nuts. If you want to throw it in here, I'll close the stream down. All right, later, everyone. Jump on Rick's channel, Mr. Science Geek's channel. Hold on, let me. Actually, I can just click on him and get his. Open link a new tab. How did I do that? Copy link address. Here's his address to Mr. Science Geek. Paste. There you go. All right, guys. I'll catch you in the other stream. Thank you for watching. Okay, Molly, I'm coming.